You know, I get asked a question all the time. How did I ever become a dating coach? I didn't go to school for it. Certainly aren't any courses in it. I've been fascinated with the subject of relationships since I was a kid. My parents had a dysfunctional relationship. I knew it. I asked lots of questions. But really, it was my own journey. I've made every mistake. Let me tell you something. I remember, years ago, wanting to meet this woman, and I met her, and I was so excited. It's like I was a kid, I was in my 20s, and it was just like I was so excited that I finally got to date this girl. And we went out on this date that I thought was spectacular. I really did. I read it perfectly. I even believed we were going to fall in love. 2 days later, my follow-up was this. I went outside her building. I lived in Manhattan. I went outside her building on 63rd and Columbus. I had a bottle of wine. I didn't have much money. I had a couple of bucks in my pocket. I found a kid, looked like a messenger guy, and I said, "Hey man, are you a messenger?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you go to the 13th floor or 14th floor and give this bottle of wine to this girl?" And he says, "Absolutely." And in this bottle of wine, there was a little card that said, "Tell me what night you want to drink this, David." He went up, came down, told me how hot she was. I said, "I know." I said, "What did she say?" She said, "Thank you." I said, "Wow, thank you. Let me think about that for the next couple of days." I went home, I sat by my phone. This is before we had cell phones and everything else. This is just when we had an answering machine and a telephone. She never called. Ever. I've made every mistake in the book. I have waited outside buildings. I've been in the friend zone. And I finally decided to work on myself. And when I worked on myself, I realized that if I can do this, if I can make these changes, if I can understand how to meet women, if I can understand how to connect to women deeper, then I could teach all of you. I'm basing this on my life. Everything that you guys come to me with, every problem, every issue, I've already experienced it all. I mean, hell, I'm old now, according to a lot of you. And with age comes wisdom. But really, the way I look at it, the only reason why I have all this wisdom and I know how to do this is because I fucked up a lot. I really did. I screwed up. I've made every mistake in the book. And that's why I became a dating coach, because I wanted to teach guys everything that I learned so they didn't have to make these mistakes. Because there was nothing I wanted more when I was younger to have the answers. Because if I had the answers, I would have gone to my boot camp, I would have bought my products, and I would have saved years of misery. So that's why I help you all. I help you all because I love doing it. And I want to see you have the life that I wish I had earlier. I love my life now, but I really wish I accomplished some of this stuff when I was younger. That's why I became a dating coach. Thought I'd share it today. Over the next couple of weeks, we've got some interesting videos coming out, but you're going to need to subscribe, because as a subscriber, you're going to see it first. And if you can see it first, it will give you that much advantage over all the other people out there. Think about that as you hit the subscribe button down below. I'll see you guys next week.